What's going on, everybody? You're listening to another episode of This One Time. As usual, you got your boy Niko here. Today, I am joined with a fan favorite, a new fan favorite, Trinity. We got her back for the second episode. How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Had a good day so far?
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right. Literally, a fan favorite. I think the video that we posted, I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm not talking any shit about anybody else, but maybe you just told all your friends, all your homies, whatever, go check it out, cuz that was our fastest grossing episode to date. So
I showed 2 of my friends and they went on to show more people because they said I was feral. Because I name dropped everybody and
oh yeah, we were calling some people out.
Oh yeah, my friend took a snippet of it of me in the beginning sitting here going like this.
Oh, that's so funny. No, and then you sent me a video of one of your, like, you came over to your friend's place.
I walked in and it was on the TV and they liked my homie hopping comment.
Yeah.
That really got all my friends.
No, it was super dope. It was super dope to get that text. I encourage everybody. Hunter and I have agreed on it. We encourage everyone to send us text message or through Instagram so we can put it up on the stories and stuff like that. But if you're watching it, if you're listening to it, send us little snippets or whatever the hell. And I mean, we love it. It's always fun. It's cool. It's a trip. It's a trip to see it. I think it's like the small time equivalent of like seeing your like a billboard in Times Square or some shit like that. But before we get into why Trinity's back, because so much has happened in the past couple weeks since your episode. So we've got some stuff to talk about. But before we get into that, we got to go through the usual stuff. Taz chocolate, guys. So actually, no, I'll go ahead and I'll kind of talk a little bit about it, because right after your episode, we posted Tori and Jake's episode, which, come to all find out, it was literally the next day after your episode. I went to work and I talked to her. She goes, "Oh yeah, no, we're over."
Oh yeah.
So that whole thing is done. But we got more beef to talk shit about. But we'll get into that later. Tori comes into work after I post her episode with Jake, and I guess she's obviously, she's moved on, as people do. You start talking to somebody else and stuff like that.
Right.
And I guess this homie mentioned something about one of the comments that she made on that episode. And she's
what was her comment? Because I refused to watch it.
We were talking about rosters. We were talking about rosters, and we were talking about at what point in time when you're talking to somebody, do you ask where you are on that roster, or just kind of what's the vibe that, are we going to just be hooking up, or something like that. So she made a comment about that, and we were talking about also, because at that time I had just recently learned about soft launching as a term, which apparently is just posting like a dude's hand. Not the whole picture, not the whole face.
Oh, don't do that. No, if you do that soft launching bull crap,
you start posting some and what's so funny is I've noticed more and more of people who do it, because
Really?
you see a picture and you're like, oh yeah, I see that hand right there. That's the dude that paid for that meal. You ain't.
See, I don't really pay attention to that stuff.
It's not often, but it's random, and especially it's like one of those things when you point it out, you start to see it all the time. It's like when you buy a new car and then you start seeing your car everywhere. You're like, man, I thought I was the only person who had this car. So it's stuff like that. But yeah, so she made a comment about that, and basically along the line said, that it's not going to be serious, or I'm not going to post you on Instagram because then all my other hoes will know that I'm talking to somebody else too, or something along those lines. Right. And so old dude was like, so I'm not I shouldn't expect to get posted or anything like that, or anytime soon, something like that. Which
I wonder if it's the guy I'm thinking of.
I honestly have no idea who she's talking to right now. I feel like at least every few weeks or so it's a new love interest.
A new friendly face.
Yes. Not talking shit,
No.
We all,
hey, and listen, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be in a relationship,
we all go through our phases. You know, especially when I was single, you know, like way back when in the day when I was still, especially like playing the field a lot more.
And she's young.
Yeah, exactly. She's young. When I was 19, I was doing almost the same thing.
You should be doing that at 19.
You know,
I regret when being 19 and being tied down in a serious relationship.
There's different perspectives of it, but the ultimate thing is, as long as, you know, not I'm gonna get to my point is like from my experience, it would be like I'm talking to somebody and it doesn't pan out. Maybe we went on a date, maybe we didn't. Regardless, it was mostly just like the talking phase. And you don't if you don't get out of the talking phase, then I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna start crying and fucking and you know and like all right, I'm not gonna like. Okay, didn't get out of the talking phase. Man, sucks. Whatever. Move on. Start talking to somebody new. So I would always get clowned because like my homies would be like, "Oh, you know, like what about that girl you were talking about?" "Oh no, she's out." They're like, "Damn, Niko, you picky ass." I'm like, no. I'm like, hold up. This ain't me, bro. It's not like I'm just sitting there. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some times, you know, but I wasn't sitting there like, you know, man, she got a big old forehead. I'm
As
out.
you look at my forehead.
I wasn't looking at you for an example. I wasn't looking at you for an example, but I'm just. I was not trying to make that as an example.
It's okay. I've accepted my forehead.
Yo, wow.
And I live with it.
Yo, wow. No, but exactly. So like, there's nothing wrong with like new faces coming in and out, especially if it's not anything further than like one date or even the talking phase or nothing like that.
Or even that, if you just hook up with a guy and then
or you just hooking up,
dip on him.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely no. We all condone the whole free love and all that stuff on this show. But what I was getting at is with Tab's chocolate, I told a story not too long ago. It was a little bit ago, a couple months or so. I told a story about getting back into the dating world and hooking up and whatever. And I was referencing my experience with Tab's chocolate. Well, that got me into some trouble. And because I be saying like everybody, I tell all kinds of stories. I'm not like hiding anything on this show. Like unless it's involving somebody else's personal stuff, I'm probably gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
So I had a girl. She was like, "So that story that you brought up, what's I'm trying to do the math here. Like what's the timeline on this?" And I was like, "Yeah." Oh, that was before. We weren't. I was like, "Yeah."
I was scared to post one of the clips on my Instagram story, the one where we were talking about nicknames.
Oh, for sure.
Because the person that I described follows me still on Instagram.
Yo.
And he would have known exactly it was him because the first name of the person I showed you is his first name.
Oh, he would have been like,
oh, he would have texted me like, "What you talking shit?"
Oh man, yeah. So I mean, I try to avoid saying certain things, but ultimately, I really don't care. I mean, I've had plenty of people. I've gotten into plenty of trouble. Like, I don't know if I've expressed it on here, but I have been on like dates before, and like, well, I went on a date like a month ago, and I had a previous episode where I talked about I know if I'm like into a chick within the first hour.
Really?
Not like if I'm going to marry her, but like if I just want to continue this. Like, you know what? This conversation's going good. I do see a second, third, possible relationship type thing. Yeah. I'm not saying like, within the first hour, I know this is my wife. This is the one. But yeah. So we were on our date and it was probably like after an hour. She's like, "How long has it been?" She goes, "So like, do you know?" And I said, "Damn." I was like, "Man, you really referencing right now." Damn. And I've had plenty of other people like make comments about it or whatever, or like comments that I like comment about things that I've mentioned and whatever. It is what it is. I know one time my boss was listening and yeah. He had listened to. This is back when it was just the audio too. But I had shout out Matt. I had him on the episode and we happened to be telling this story about getting called boy. And how neither one of us like it. It's not it's just not a good thing to call somebody.
No, I think it's rude.
Yeah. So we both telling our stories. Anyway, so I came into work like the next day or two or something like that. And he was like, "Hey, boy."
He was.
He starts cracking up. I was like, I'm like,
I
no.
could see him too doing that and then laughing and walking away.
Yeah, no, he clowns all the time about some of my episodes, so he'll be talking some smack about that. But yeah, of course, Tab's Chocolate, guys. I probably will not be referencing any personal stories. No. It gives you an enhanced experience, takes that shit to the next level, and it just makes things feel better. And then of course we got to go ahead and do Liquid Death. And honestly, I am fucking parched. I am so parched. So I want you guys to to listen to this real quick. That shit is so crisp. This shit is good. This is, which one did I get? This is the peach tea one. This is fucking phenomenal. But no, I just like their shit. It's good as fuck.
Isn't it just water?
Well, this one's peach tea.
Okay.
Those are waters. They have several flavored waters as well, and then they came out with tea. They have a peach tea and a regular just plain tea, Arnold Palmer type, like a lemonade, and then they came out with a Walmart exclusive. You can only buy it from Walmart, and it's a slaughterberry. It's like a man, I forget how to describe it, but it's like a berry tea kind of thing. It's good. It's really good. They're all good. They're all tasty as fuck. And then the newest company that I like to talk about, and I talked about it with you too.
Oh yeah.
But Purple Rose Supply, for all of your cannabis cigar needs and rolling tools, this company is the fucking shit. And I gotta say, hopefully, because we might be working out a partnership type thing. They emailed me not too long ago talking about testing products. So hopefully we can work something out and be able to test products and get free shit. I will absolutely take advantage of all that. Please send it to us, and we'll go ahead and review it here, talk about it, all that shit, and shit. Hopefully, tomorrow. This comes out next week, but either way, tomorrow is gonna be the election day or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
hopefully,
motherfuckers have gone out there and voted, and we can go ahead and
do the right thing.
legalize this shit, so I can go ahead and buy weed here instead of driving up to Michigan. And lastly, before the way the videos came out and everything like that, we just recorded it like weird timing and stuff like that. But I missed one of my good best friends, Bree. She's always commenting, giving us questions for the show. I've been friends with her since high school. Her birthday was this past Saturday, November 4th. So happy birthday, Bree! I know I already texted your ass, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you a shout out here on the pod. I love you. I'll be out there in a couple months. She lives out in Arizona, and I'm taking a trip out to LA. So I'm twisting up my schedule real quick, and I'm gonna make it out there. So hopefully we get out there, and we'll shoot an episode out there too. So that'll be fucking dope. She just sent me a picture. She got a new dog.
Aww.
Named it Appa. I was like, that's fucking dope. Did you ever watch the Last Airbender? Avatar? No. It was a dope show. It was a cool like anime, like intro anime type show. But there's like one of the animals in there is named Appa. So I'm like, that's dope. But it's a cute ass dog, and yeah, happy birthday. Besides that, I think that's pretty much it, guys. We'll go ahead and jump in. So the last time you were here, we were talking some mad shit. We were stirring the pot, and we wanted to continue it. Hunter and I talked about continuing it and bringing on Tori with you.
That would probably end in a fist fight.
That's what we were saying, that like, you'd have to sit over there, Tori'd have to sit right here.
It would be some like real MTV shit.
We were really discussing it. I mentioned it to Tori, and she said absolutely not.
Yeah, it would be some MTV shit. It would end up in a fist fight. Somebody would throw something.
Yeah. She because this is give or take like a day or two after we recorded your episode, and she mentioned that there was even another argument that happened, and like we won't go into detail, and I didn't even get that much detail, or I didn't ask too much detail about what this argument was, but like you guys got into another argument.
Oh yeah.
And are still technically like not really talking to each other anymore.
No.
And you got, well, I don't know if we've expressed this, but you guys live together.
Unfortunately.
So y'all just like
And before I moved back into my mom's, we were fine.
yeah.
And then the only reason why I moved back in is because my apartment rent went up to, so when I first moved in, it was $8.29 the first year. The second year it went to $8.99.
Yeah, damn.
And then in my third year going into it, they wanted to raise it to $9.99. And they were like, that's market price. This apartment was not worth $1,000. I mean,
Yeah.
the bathtub was green. Like, shit was outdated. Shit was falling apart. I was like, you know what? I'm going to move. And because
Right.
I was like, I'm working 3 jobs. I'm literally only sleeping here. Why am I paying $1,100 to just sleep somewhere when I could go somewhere for cheaper? My mom's, whatever.
Right.
So I ended up moving back into my mom's. And Tori likes to say that I moved into my mom's because I financially need it. And I was like, Miss Ma'am, I work 3 jobs. I don't need it. I could live on my own. I just don't want to spend $1,000.
There's no point. I mean,
There isn't.
it's what do they call it? Like house poor.
Yes.
Like you can't do anything else. You're only there to sleep.
Yeah.
Like there's no point. It's no way of living.
Yeah, my schedule is way too busy. I'm in school Monday through Thursday, full time, up at Miami.
Yeah.
I serve at First Watch on the weekends, Roosters during the week, and then I also work at the hospital during the week. There's no point for me to pay that much money for what? For literally nothing. That's stupid.
Right.
Then be poor at that point.
Nah, exactly. I mean, and especially like I think, today's economy, like
Yeah.
we're all fucked. I don't think there's a single like unless you're like a fucking billionaire,
No.
like everybody should understand, shit's rough.
And I don't want to hear Tori's opinion because she's yet to live on her own. She doesn't pay rent. I don't want to hear it. You've never paid rent in your life. You've lived rent free since the day you were born.
And yeah, exactly. I mean,
I don't think anybody should talk about like people paying rent unless they've done it.
for sure. I mean, unless you've experienced
that?
it
Yeah,
and
no.
like witnessed it like firsthand and stuff. And she'll be talking about like bills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She'll be talking about bills, and it's like she only has like the car payment.
Car payment and car insurance.
And I'm like, Tori, I got car payment, I got insurance, I got rent, I got like my house rent,
yeah.
I got so much other payments. Like,
Yeah.
she finally got a credit card like a couple months ago, and she was telling
I
me,
was gonna say I thought she got a credit card because my mom said something about she had to pay her credit card.
yeah, she like just finally got a credit card, and she's like, oh, I can't believe I owe like $100 on my credit card. I'm like, Tori,
You don't even want to know how much I owe on my credit card.
Tori, I'm like $20,000 in debt on my I'm like, what are you fucking talking about?
No, deadass. Like I'm maxed out on both my credit cards.
Yeah.
And I just pay the monthly minimum payment, and then I use it. I use that minimum.
And then you just
fucking
go
payment.
back. Yeah. No, it's fucking ridiculous. I mean, it's times are rough and it's all fucking bullshit. But what are we gonna do? Working 3 some odd jobs,
Right.
working 1 job plus a fucking podcast that I'm trying to put money into.
Right. And serving is so inconsistent.
Oh yeah, I mean,
That's what sucks.
I think we were talking about it. It was like the past 2-3 months for us has been god awful.
Oh my
And
gosh.
just so fucking slow. And we were like, oh, it's back to school. No, we're into November now. Like,
Yeah, like-
it should not be this fucking slow.
I served on Saturday at
Mhm.
First Watch.
Yeah.
And I came in at 8:30, which is our like last time to come in.
Right.
I had my last table at like 1:30, and we were off the wait by like 12:15.
Jesus.
I mean, it was dead. I mean, I made like 180, 190, which is okay. But like
Yeah.
I used to come in and work at 8:30 and make 250,
Oh, yeah.
almost $300.
Oh, yeah. I was just at a baby shower the other day, and I ran into one of my old coworkers from work, and she was talking about before COVID, because I think we can all express like before COVID and after COVID, that money was so different.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about how like she would be making on a weekend like $500,
Yeah.
and it was like, well, first of all, she's an 18-year-old girl,
Yeah.
very pretty. So like makes sense. But for a dude like me, I could have been making like, 300.
Yeah.
Maybe 400, but like still.
And I feel
And
like
then
a lot of times for guy servers, you do make that because you don't see it very often.
Yeah. I think it happens, but then you compare it to now,
Oh, yeah.
I can just barely make 2
Mm-hmm.
on a Saturday or a Sunday. Sundays are almost more. I mean, obviously you get like the church crowd and shit, so you can like hopefully bank off that, making about, hopefully 250.
Yeah.
Shit, somebody I was just talking to, they had maybe like 1300 in sales and did about 210. I was like,
Yeah,
no
it's-
fucking way, dude.
I remember back like maybe a year ago, I was breaking $2,000 in sales at my first watch. Like I was busting ass out
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
making almost $400 a shift.
Right.
And now I'm coming in there making maybe 170. And guarantee I'm only there on the weekends now. But like those were my money days. Like when me and my older sister lived together, I was coming in there making half my rent
Yeah.
in that weekend.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know. It's just I think even like customers, times are hard on them and
Yeah.
stuff, and like they're not tipping that great and shit. But
Well, no offense to First Watch, but they raised the prices again.
yeah,
Our pop is $3.79.
yeah.
I'm sorry, but no. No.
Like you shouldn't be paying that much for trifectas and shit.
Right, you're
like,
telling me I'm coming in and spending $25 for myself. If it was not for me coming in there with my discount, I would not eat there. That
Oh,
food is not
no,
just kidding. It's very good. I love First Watch.
the food is
Before I get
phenomenal.
Right
Yeah.
before I get a call from him.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
fired.
yeah. Hey, listen.
You can't be talking about First Watch like that on the internet. I forgot. I love
we
First Watch.
love First Watch.
No, I
don't
love
know
working
what
for them. I just wish the clientele was better.
Joke's on you guys. I don't even work there. That's not my job of place.
No, I actually don't work there.
Yeah, we're not even talking about
What about
where
Bob
we
Evans?
work. Work at Bob Evans. Jesus, Bob Evans
Crackle
is
Barrel.
fucking worse. I haven't gone to Bob Evans in so long, but I started to avoid it, and then I was dating somebody about a year ago, and they were like, "Oh, let's we were like in a group. It was like me, her sister, and her sister's boyfriend. They were like, "Oh, let's go to Bob Evans for breakfast." And I was like, "This motherfucker!" I'm like, I fucking hate Bob Evans so much.
They got good biscuits.
I don't even like their biscuits. Like fucking ass. It's fucking all of it's ass to me. I don't know. I just probably had like one too many like just bad experiences, and I'm sure they're probably not all that bad or anymore or anything like that. But like we went, and first of all, half the fucking restaurant was closed. Like they weren't seating half the building
Yeah,
because they
have
only
two
had
servers.
2 servers, and I was like, Jesus, dude, you guys can't even keep on servers. Like,
They're not making money there.
no, they're not. It's fucking ridiculous. But eventually we finally do get sat and whatever. And I felt bad for the girl. It was not the girl's fault. Like, our server was phenomenal. She was a great server, all that stuff. But I was like, we were eating our food. And I was like, this food is mid.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It tastes processed, and it tastes like it's been sitting under a heat lamp all
yeah.
day.
And so I'm like, we're leaving, and I tipped her and whatever. And they were like, you tipped her a lot. Like, it wasn't even that great. I was like, I'm not judging the food off of her.
Right. You
Like,
can't.
she's not the one back. I mean, I would be fucking impressed if she was the one back there cooking. It would make more sense. I'd be like, damn, okay, shit, I'm gonna give her a 50 now.
Right.
Like, fuck.
She's
No.
doing it all.
I saw this chick fucking bussing tables, seating the door, fucking serving.
And now she's back there cooking my meal.
Yeah, now she's cooking, bruh. I'm giving her fucking $60. Like, are you
Right.
kidding me? No, I gave her like a 20 or something like that. I was like, they're like, wow, that's a lot. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give her a fucking 20. Like, people talk mad shit about my tipping all the time.
Same.
but-
It's just because I'm a server, so
Yeah.
I get it.
Exactly.
But like, I'm trying to I base it off your service. I will only
For
tip
sure.
you. Like, I always tip more than 20%. But if I tip you 20%, it's because you were either a bitch and had the worst attitude, or you were just rude, or you just were not good at your job. And
You just-
shouldn't be serving.
You have to be a non-existent motherfucker for
Yeah,
me. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
No, go ahead.
No, you got to be like a non-existent motherfucker for me to like not tip you over 20%.
Oh, yeah.
Like I don't even care about asking, like, because some people are like, well, I had to ask for a refill. I don't give a fuck
No,
about that.
who cares?
Like,
Cry
if I
about it.
ask for a refill and they bring me a refill, bet. If I ask for a
Right.
refill and they don't, then it's like, okay, well, do your fucking job. Like,
Right. Or you have your drink empty and you don't see your server until they bring your bill and you're all done eating. You're just sitting there like, damn, I'm parched.
like, yup. Could have been another drink in this bitch,
Right.
but
Then I'm like, okay, where you at? What are you doing?
yeah.
Unless it's super busy.
Unless it's super busy, and I mean, even then, like if you got visual, because one time we were at B-Dubs, we were at B-Dubs, and I had visual on my server. It was busy, and this motherfucker sitting over there by the drink station fucking on his phone and shit, not doing a damn thing. I was like, yep, this motherfucker right here. I'm like, I gave you his ass. I think my bill was like $5. I gave him $1.
Period.
I was like, nah. And like sometimes on like small bills like that, I'll tip you. I'll tip you like $10, like, cause I think I'm like, I just don't care like that. Like, I mean, if you were a good server and like I had a good, like, you know, you had a good experience. I was like, you know, the drinks were filled, all that shit, good, all that stuff, whatever. And my bill comes out to $5, bro. I'll give you 10. I'll give you 15. I don't give a fuck. You know, like you were a good server.
Right.
You know, and I know some people, like, they see those small checks and they're like, I'm not even gonna treat this table, bro. I will straight up, especially one tops, because I get one tops all the time, and I'm like, and
You'd be surprised how many one tops give you $20.
Yeah, because like, especially in the mornings, and it's like old people because they come in at like fucking 7:00 in the morning, and like, you know, just old dude got his papers, coffee, and just fucking sits there, gets a traditional or some shit like that.
That's an easy $6-7 they give you.
Easy, and especially when they become regulars and they start hooking it up, because there's like several regulars off the top of my head. I know for a fact, whether it's just them or if it's them and their wife, they'll come in and give me a 20. Yeah. Easy.
There's this guy that came in one time by himself, you know, wasn't super old, but like mid-age. Yeah. Came in, had his breakfast, 7:00 in the morning. I'm super nice, friendly. I'm in a good mood. He leaves. I didn't even see him leave. There's a 20 on the table. I was like, oh, this must be for his bill. And the girl was like, no, he left that as your tip.
Like, yeah.
I was like, damn, his bill was $10.
Exactly. You're like, bro, what the
yeah, I mean, it really is the one tops that be tipping you the most.
Treat your tables right. But also treat your tables right, and you treat your server right.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, I know I get in my mood sometimes, and you're like, you look at a table and you're like, they're not gonna tip me shit.
Oh, yeah. I have this table at Rooster that comes in. Everybody hates them because they're very needy. Yeah. And they'll like just ask you for 10 million things. Their bill comes out to $60, $70. They don't tip a damn dollar. Fuck. They do it every single time. Nobody ever wants to serve them. Yeah. Because one, you're wasting my time. And two, you're running me like a dog to not even give me $1.
There's a table like that. They always come in at 2:15, which we all know my opinion on this shit. If you come in after 2, I'm pissed. Fuck you. What are you doing? Why are you here?
Those are the people that are like, oh, when do you close? 2:30? Perfect, I'm in time.
Bet, just in time. Oh, I'll be really quick. Don't worry.
Sit till 3:15.
Bitch.
Talking.
Yeah, so it's this table. I honestly don't know what they are. They could be mom and son. They could be fucking a couple. I literally don't know. But it's this dude and chick. They come in at 2:15, and they're always like, oh, we'll be super quick. And then, you know, do the most complicated shit.
Want to modify everything.
Yeah, modify fucking everything. Sit there until about 2:45, 2:50, which everybody's like, oh, you're just like 10, 15 minutes after you guys close. Bro, where do you fucking work that you're okay being there for 10 to 15 more minutes? After you close. Like, when I'm done with my shift anywhere, I'm done. Fuck you, I'm out. But and then like, and if it was worth it, I'd probably be a little bit less mad. Yeah. If it was worth it, but then they won't tip you, and I'm just like, like the first time they did it, I was like, damn, like, did I do something? Like, was it me? Am I the problem? And then they came in again, and it was a different server, and I go, hey, what do they tip you? And they go, motherfucker stiffed me, and I go, okay. They've done it like 2 or 3 more times, and I've checked every time. Have never tipped. I'm like, these fucking punk ass bitches.
We had a couple like that come in, and ordered a shit ton of food. I mean, a shit ton. I mean, their bill was like $70, $80, and that's not hard where we work to make it that much. But I mean, this was a lot of food, and it was extra, and it was like you said, maybe 2:10, 2:15. So like, they're starting to clean the girls off and crap, but they give the server cash, and they're like, oh, here's for our bill, keep the rest. They get up and, like, scurry out the door, like, really fast. And she's like, okay, thank you so much. And she's, like, trying to grab the plates, like, not even thinking about it, like, trying to close. I mean, it's now, like, 2:55, 3 o'clock. Right. Like, she's trying to get out of there. Right. She goes up to cash it out. It's not even half the bill. God damn. We had to comp 90% of it. And then the manager that was doing it felt so bad that they comped most of it to where she could still have a tip.
Wow, that's a G.
Yeah,
that's a good move.
He felt so bad, and he was like, the fact that they came in, pretended like they gave you the money.
Yep.
Knowing that you had to take it out to the cash register and scurried out so fast, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Yep.
And like we're like, maybe they saw the seat one and was like, oh, that's how much the total was, but it wasn't even that much. It wasn't even for that total.
Nah, they knew.
They knew exactly what they were doing.
Wow.
And I feel like that happens a lot where we work because they have to go up front and pay.
Yeah, it is. It is easier, I think, for them to do it there like that. Yeah, it's just a bitch sometimes, and it's just like, you motherfuckers. Yeah. And I get so paranoid about me doing that, like me fucking up, because like most of the time when I'm out to places, I'm probably stoned, so I'm probably not counting right. Yeah. Plus, I mean, who knows if I'm good at math, bro? I don't know. I'm dyslexic or some shit like that. And like, you know, the 2 looks like a 5 or something. I don't know. So I sit there. I'll wait. And then it's always so funny because the cashier's always like, why the fuck are you still? You're good, bro. And I'm just like, damn, I'm just fucking checking, man. Like, shit. I'm not trying to run out and like not pay you. I'm trying to be a good Samaritan here. And like, fuck. One time I go to this liquor store down the street from work, and I go. It's actually on the same street where you guys live.
I know.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I like going there. They're fucking cool as shit there.
They are.
But I go there so often, and they know me and shit like that. Well, I was like, it was probably about a year ago, maybe. It was summertime because I had my windows rolled down, and I pull up. I am blitzed. I'm fucking blazed as a fucking like. I'm so fucking high, and I just buy some scratchers, and it was supposed to be like $10. But all I had is ones, so I just give him all the ones, and like I'm pretty sure it was all the ones. He's like, "All right, cool, bro. You know, you're good, whatever." And there, I'm kind of cool because like if I come in and they're like, "Hey, you were short," I'll be like, "Oh, here, you know, whatever." Yeah. So I get in my car and I'm about to pull out, but I'm just like, I was kind of like getting another blunt ready, and old dude comes out and he goes, "Hey, man, you were like, it was like $3 extra." I'd give him $3 more, and he was like, "Hey, here's like the $3." I was like, "Oh shit!"
You're a G for that one.
I was like, what a homie, bro. I'm like, damn, you could have just pocketed that shit.
Literally
bro.
Been like, tip.
Nah, he was a cool dude. He's the works there, so I mean, he is a cool dude. Oh, you know what? Speaking about that, shout out to the homies over at the smoke shop down the street from my house, from here. Cause I went in, I was getting a pizza, and they were like, yeah, it's gonna be like 15 minutes, whatever, or 20 minutes or something like that. So I was like, all right, cool. There's a smoke shop right next to the Pizza Hut. So I walked in, I'm sitting there chilling, whatever, and I started chopping it up with the 2 dudes in there. Cool as fuck homies, but we started talking about, and they said they were gonna start listening to the podcast. So I was like, you know, shout you out. But yeah. So getting back into the further. Well, no, I don't really want to. Yeah, we don't have to talk about the whole you and Tori thing, but I thought it was fun. I thought it would have been fucking hilarious if we got you both on here.
Oh, it wouldn't happen until we make up. It won't happen.
Yeah, that's what I think. She kind of mentioned it. It was like, you know, maybe in a couple months, you know, or something like that. So.
But our last fight was just too much.
Yeah.
And until she realizes that.
She was saying some things got out of hand, and
it got extremely out of hand, and I'm not gonna go into detail about what was said, but like. Yeah. I know what I said was wrong, and I can admit that, right. But she can't, so I'm not going to apologize when you can't.
Because it wasn't just you saying some shit. She was saying some shit, too?
No, she egged it on.
Okay.
She kept going with it.
Yeah.
And she entered an argument between me and my older sister. And the argument between my older sister and I came off very wrong, and I wasn't – the way that sometimes when I say things, they come off really rude when they're not trying to be, and the way that I had said something to her came off extremely disrespectful. And it was not the way I was trying to say it. And so, like, I was trying to explain that to my mom and Tori butted in. And that's when Tori and I started going at it.
Gotcha.
Because Tori just butted in when she didn't need to.
Gotcha. No. Yeah, we'll go ahead and avoid that. However, I brought it up to you for a little bit when you came in the other day. One of the things that I wanted to talk about, and I wish Hunter was here because he and I have had this conversation a little bit because there was a few episodes. Oh, fuck. This was like actually not a few episodes ago. This was about a year ago. He and I had an episode where we were talking about taking out a girl on first dates. Mm-hmm. And we specifically said, do not go too fancy. Because there have been plenty of times where us, other people that we know have done that, and it's never a good thing. It's never a good experience. It never ends well.
Yeah.
Whatever. I talked about a time that I went to Bar Louie, and I racked up like a $300 tab or some shit like that with with a first date. Didn't end well. Whatever. Yada yada. He went to like Fleming's. Same thing. Like, don't go to these fancy fucking places.
No.
Now, I don't know if you I don't know if you guys out there have seen this, but they're I guess a group of girls.
I literally was about to bring this up. The top 5 restaurants.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was like a
I
group
can't
of
wait
girls
for this.
or something, but apparently some girls got together and came up with a list of places that they will no longer accept to go to on first dates.
Which I think is absolutely bullshit. Because some of those places on there, like, I'm
Do you
trying
have
to find.
I have the list right here.
You do have the list?
Yeah,
'Cause
I have the list.
I have it in my liked on Instagram. Because I actually commented on it.
It's fucking nuts. It's fucking nuts. Don't get me wrong. There are some that I will agree with. And this is a long list. This is about 28 different places.
Well, I only saw a list of 5.
Oh, 5?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Wait.
I mean, there's the top 5. That's Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, and Olive Garden. It also goes on to say the movies, your house, any fast food chain, B-Dubs, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym, church, Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions.
Okay, this, like, when I'm reading these online, I'm like, what do you want? Where do you want to go?
Where do you
The
fucking want to
park?
go? I saw something that was accepted. It was a picnic date.
A picnic. Okay.
And I was like, okay. Because here's the thing is, like, the initial thought of people, I think, or at least some of the guys that I've seen read this or whatever, is y'all some gold digging ass hoes.
yeah. Okay.
Because, like, from the sounds of it, you want me to take you to fucking Nobu or something, bitch? Like, nah. I'm not taking you to Nobu. I'm not taking you to Fleming's. I'm not taking you to fucking Roost Chris Steakhouse. We're not going down over the Rhine and fucking racking up a fucking expensive ass bill. All right? We're not going down to the Oregon District and going over to some of those restaurants over there.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, this is a first date. We're getting to know each other. I'm not fucking spending like a shit ton of money on you. And I wouldn't expect a girl to spend a shit ton of money on me. Like, if a girl asks me out, because I know some people have recently gotten to that opinion of whoever asks the person out should pay. So if a girl asks a dude out, she should pay. However, I think a dude should pay on the first date regardless, but, that's my opinion.
See, I'm just weird, and, like, I hate men paying for me. So I'm the type of person, like, when I go out on a date, either I want to pay or I want to pay for my own.
You split.
Yeah. And
Okay. What if you like split it 50-50, not even just like you pay for yours, he pays for his, but like
I'm even
say
down
it's
for that.
$100 and you guys both put up 50.
I'm down for that.
Okay.
Because I just, like,
Independent.
yes. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find where I commented
Yours?
because I commented the most funniest thing on there.
I mean, like, it's fucking wild. But like, hear me out. I get some of these. Like, family functions.
I found it.
I am not bringing a girl on a first date to my family function, regardless of what family function it is. Like,
Yeah, no, that's weird. If you bring someone to a family
Nah.
function, unless you're, like, on a date or something and, like, you drove together and, like, a huge family emergency broke out and you don't have time to take them back.
that's not a function. That's an
Okay.
emergency. Like, my mom got shot. We gotta go. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna be pissed if I'm in the car with a girl and then she just goes like, she goes, "Oh my God, my mom got shot. Can you drive us there?" Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, here, let me get you out and like
Yeah,
call
let me
you a
get you to
fucking
your car.
get you to your car, call you a fucking Uber or some shit." Nah, like, family functions is wild. I don't know. Church it seems kind of wild unless you're like, I don't know, Mormon or something.
Unless you're really religious, then I understand.
Unless you're both real, like you met on Christian Mingle or something like that, like,
Yeah.
I guess. Same thing for the gym. Like, if you met each other and you're both like really into fitness,
Yeah, I feel
maybe.
like if you met each other at the gym, that's different. And being like, hey, like, we should work out sometime.
And you call that like your first date.
Yeah, but
That's
if I meet a guy and he's like, oh, let's go to the gym for a date, are you trying to say something? Is what I would take that as.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if you can hang.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if like shit went down and the dude got a girlfriend. Can you fuck her up? Have you seen those ones of like parents going to their kids and they're like,
yeah.
you know, like,
You
hey,
can't
I'm about to
beat your kid
get into a fight and they got a kid. You got to come with
Yeah.
me. And they're like, yeah, I'm fucking down. That's such a funny. That's such a funny, cute thing or some shit like that.
That is.
But
funny.
I would definitely do some shit like that. You know, have like see if my kid got my back like that. Nah.
So I found the ranked list that I found. It says women rank bad first dates. Number 1, Cheesecake Factory. Number 2, Applebee's. 3, Chili's. 4, Chipotle. 5, Olive Garden. I commented. Okay, wait. So the caption says, what women rank these? Because if you take me to Cheesecake, most likely I'm putting out. I commented, said, nah, if I get taken to Chili's, I'm putting out. First off, that bottomless soup and salad, you take me to Chili's, you're getting some. The rest of the comments are like, as women, I don't approve of this. Have they asked women who actually go on dates, not the ones who hate men? I'm a woman and I love all of these. Applebee's got a 2 for $20. I love that place. Who made the list?
I don't know. Like, I'm telling you, I think they went down to Atlanta. They went down to Atlanta or something like that, or you know, fucking Miami, or you know, whatever, and fucking ask some bougie ass like gold digging ass bitches. I don't know, because I think your average person doesn't give a fuck. I think like, and I heard somebody's perspective is, if you fuck with somebody, like if you're feeling the person, you don't give a fuck where you guys are going. Like honestly, it doesn't really matter. But
I could have a guy take me to McDonald's.
exactly. My first, so I had a year ago. I was dating somebody. Our first date, we went. I mean, to be fair, we went to round 1. So I mean,
that's fun.
That's fun.
Good.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna have an argument with that. We left. We finished up. And we're like, okay, let's go get some food. I was like, what do you like? You know, like we were talking about, like, you know, like I was like, are you craving anything? I gave her some options, and I was like saying some like giving her options. She goes, oh, Taco Bell.
Yeah,
okay, we go to Taco Bell.
Option.
So we go to Taco Bell. We went to fucking Taco Bell.
That's valid.
And then we went back to her place and watched YouTube Vines.
Yeah.
And that's it. Which is literally like 2 of these is like, don't go to your fucking house. Which I understand. Like if I'm talking to a girl and like that's my first thing is like, hey, you want to go out on a date? Let's go to my house. Nah. You trying to fuck? If I say let's go to my house, I'm trying to like nah. Which I don't, but I'm just saying, like, somebody's offering that, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, you're not trying to date, you trying to fuck, you trying to smash.
My favorite's when a guy offers a first date and we order pizza and go to his house. Those are the dates I like.
Well, damn.
And it has to be someone I know. It can't be like a random dude. If it's a guy that I know.
I think that's another thing is like it's different on like the level of how well you know the person.
Yeah.
Because if it's like I just met this chick at Costco and picked her up and got her number or something like that.
Yeah, you're not coming to my house.
No, I'm not going to offer you to come to my house. But if like it's my friend that I've known for years and just recently we decided that we have feelings for each other, it's probably a more likely, you know, like a less weird thing to be like, hey, let's go to my house. But I mean, regardless, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing my house. Fuck that. I do dates, bro. Like that ain't a fucking date. That's Netflix and chill.
My last boyfriend, the psycho one.
Oh yeah.
We already had hooked up before we even started dating, and we went on our first date like maybe a month after we were already hooking up, and I made him take me to Texas Roadhouse, and then we never went on a date again.
God damn.
And we dated for a year and a half. And
I know so many fucking people. They're like, we don't date, or like we haven't gone on a date, or like whatever.
Well, he was just a bum ass.
Yeah.
Sorry to make sure I was allowed to cuss. He was just a bum ass bitch. So there was no going on dates. And if we went to go eat, he would be like, "Oh, we're on a date." No, babe, because I'm paying and I've been paying the last 8 months. This ain't no date. This is your mom and son.
This is a Chick-fil-A, motherfucker. Like we.
No, literally, like.
God damn.
Anytime, and oh my gosh, that's a whole nother topic. But no.
Guys, you gotta step the fuck up, because there's been way too many girls in the past like 15 years of me going out where I've talked to a girl and they're like, "I've never been on a date." I'm like, "How the fuck have you never been on a date?" All I do is like I've been. And it's so funny to me because I probably have been on like over 200 dates. Just because like I like dates. I like you, me, Let's go to a fucking coffee shop and talk for 6 hours. Let's go to a fucking bar and talk, or let's go to a fucking comedy show. Let's go to I love going out. So like I don't give a fuck. And when it comes to like coming up with the ideas, like you can be as creative as fuck. Like I literally my sister, I mean, not that it was a date or anything like that, but she gave me this idea. She loves like books. So we were out in LA and she went to this bookstore, and this is a cool ass fucking bookstore. It's downtown LA, but like it's one of the oldest bookstores I think ever. They have a vault that holds all these like rare ass books. Wow. She spent like 2 hours there. Yeah. I was literally sitting on my phone like, God damn, this is you liked it? Like you happy here? Yeah. But like if you're talking to somebody who's like a nerd, take him to a fucking bookstore. Go to the half price bookstore over there in Beaver Creek and let her go nuts. Buy like 10 books for fucking $1. Literally. Like,
I think men think it's difficult, and it's not.
It's really not.
Like it's honestly like, if you, and that's one thing I've learned, like my perception of dating now and like being with people is so messed up because of the guy that I was just with. But like even before him, because of the guy that I dated before that fucked me over bad, like it made me realize it's not that hard. Like, and now like dating and stuff, like I'm realizing if they want to, they would.
Ooh, I'm so fucking glad you brought that up. Oh, I am so. Oh, thank you for bringing that up. But real quick, if it's hard, it's not the one. It's not the one.
If you're not vibing well and you can't think of things off the bat to do, don't stop. End it. Go. And get on your way.
And if he or she, whichever like spectrum or whatever the fuck, whoever you're dating, if they want you to put money into the effort, then that's not like, because like you can't, like if you can, that's cool, that's whatever. But if they're expecting it, like I'm broke as fuck. I've been broke as fuck almost my entire life. So like when I go out with girls and like they know I'm broke as fuck, I don't like, I'll be with the ones that, don't care about me being broke, but they care about the effort that I put in. Yeah. Like, no, I can't take you to the fucking Taylor Swift concert, but I can, fucking, I don't know, go play Taylor Swift's album and take you on a fucking picnic and like, dance with you.
It's the
like,
effort.
It's the effort.
If he wanted to, he would.
Exactly. All right, and so going into this, if he wanted to, he would. Now, why the fuck is it only he? That's the only shit I've ever heard. All TikTok, Instagram, social media. If he wanted to, he would. Why the fuck is it not if she wanted to? I want some effort up in this bitch.
So I agree, if she wanted to, she would. But going into it, most of the times, it's the girl who's obsessed off the bat. They are wanting more off the bat. They're more into it off the bat. And it's the guy who's just kind of like, I'm trying to fuck.
I'm talking to the wrong girls then.
Yeah, because
maybe I'm a chick.
Because I'm telling you, like, from my experience, like, if I generally fuck with somebody and, like, he asked me out on a date and I'm interested in going, like, I'm not on my phone. My full attention's on to you. Like, we're talking, we're having a good conversation, like, and if the date's going good, I'm going back to your house, you're coming back to mine. And if we talk the next day, I'm still interested, I'm putting in more effort. Yeah. But if it comes to the point where we're 3-4 weeks into talking, I'm still putting in the effort, you're not, you're done. He wanted to, he would. I am, you're not, boom, gone. And I think a lot of females now don't do it anymore because of that happening. And guys just like,
and yeah, it's very true. I get it. I understand the whole past trauma, past relationships affecting your current ones and all that stuff. I'll give an example. It's really fun. Well, you see a lot of these stories, or at least I see a lot of these stories of like a girl talking about, like, I did XYZ for my boyfriend and he started crying because like no one's ever done it for him. Like, are guys really that fucking depraved of like all this stuff? And like for a portion of it, it is true. I think so because like you see the thing of like, what's the equivalent of flowers to give to a dude? Why not fucking flowers? I like flowers. No one's ever given. I'll take that back. I'll take that back. One person gave me flowers. I was dating this chick, and she bought me weed. She bought me weed, and then she put it in this little like paper mache fucking confetti or whatever the fuck paper, and like as a bouquet, and it was like the fucking container in the middle, and she goes, "Here, I got you flowers," and I was like,
See, she wanted
"Damn,
to,
I'm about to put out,"
she wanted to, she would.
and I did put out.
When I see those things of like, and maybe this is just me from my experience of horrible men and dating, when I see like things like, oh, I did this for my boyfriend and he cried because he's never had anything like this, you have mommy issues. And
I'm not gonna fucking deny that.
you have serious mommy issues, and you want me to be your mom, and I can't. No, I'm done.
Are you about to just call motherfuckers out on this man right now?
I can't, because that's how my last boyfriend was, the crazy one.
I mean, that's fair.
And I didn't know at first that he had deep down mommy issues until one, I met his mother.
Yeah.
And then secondly, when I would like do things for him, and he'd be like, "Wow," and it'd be like little ass shit, like I cooked dinner or like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Folded his laundry.
Oh, absolutely.
And he'd be like, "Wow, I've never had anyone. Why are you about to cry? Because I made you a sandwich."
Like, I don't know about crying, but
no, like I mean, this man would about damn near tears.
No, I'm like, I don't know about crying, but like if you did some of that stuff for me, like if I was with a girl and like she cooked for me or some shit like that, I'd be like, damn, all right.
I would get if it was like the first time, but if I'm like we're living together and I'm cooking dinner.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about like repeat.
Oh no, I'm talking about repeatedly.
This is 3 months in a row. I'm still surprised. Damn.
Or then they get to the point where like they expect it from you.
Oh no. Nothing should ever be expected. Nothing should ever be expected.
And I think that's my problem with because I date bum ass men.
Well, that's your issue.
That is my issue. I like to choose men that I think I can fix.
I hate that.
Yeah, I like to think I can
fix them. Shut the fuck up. No, you can't.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm not realizing in the time that they have problems. It's I find interest in them, like wow, like I really like this, and then like I find out all their problems, and I'm like, well, I'm the girl from them.
Oh my god, he's damaged. Yeah.
I love this, and then
I will fix him.
My favorite thing is when I make them fall in love with me.
He's misunderstood. Oh my god.
No, when I make them fall in love with me, and then I get to a point where I'm like, damn, I hate this man. And I leave them. Like, I'm done. I'm out of it. I'm emotionally left. I leave them, and then they're obsessed with me. That's my favorite part. I think my key goal in life, and this is so messed up and very controversial, and I probably shouldn't say it, but my favorite thing in life is meeting a man and making him fall in love with me and then leaving him. And I think it's from all my trauma.
Damn. Just breaking hearts.
Yeah.
I can relate on the other side, like being that dude, cause I think I've already talked about it. I have an addictive ass like personality,
and so do I.
Like I'm addicted to. I can get addicted
What's
to
your
almost.
astrological sign?
Huh?
What's your astrological sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, I'm a Leo.
Yeah. The amount of times that like cuz people like have done my whole chart and things like that, and like I've been on dates and like I was on a first date, and this girl, we were out at sake, we were at Hibachi, and she's like asking me all this shit, and she just like, you know, did the whole calculation or whatever,
Yeah.
and when she was like, "Oh, I got to go." And I was like, "The fuck?" Nah, but what the fuck was I about to? My addictive personality. Like, I get addicted to everything, but the biggest thing is I get addicted to people.
Yep.
And so, like,
I trauma bond with people.
Oh, bro. I trauma bond the fuck with some people. I mean, like, one of my worst relationships, we trauma bonded, and like, it was absolutely like the worst thing ever, because I think we both kind of like leaned on each other a lot, and then she dipped, and I was like, ew, I don't know how to handle it, because I don't have good coping mechanisms either.
Yeah.
I haven't been to therapy. We have talked about how you should go to therapy. I can't afford therapy, so unless you pay for it.
This is his therapy.
Yeah, this is my therapy talking on here. No, literally, I was at a fucking very bad point the beginning of this year, and I looked into it, And even after like assisted, like everything, all that stuff, it was still about $200 a session.
It's that cheap.
And I
did
was
therapy
like,
for a really long time.
yo. So like everyone's like, Niko, what would you do if you won the lottery? I'm like, get fucking help.
Yeah,
I'm going to therapy. Like y'all are gonna see me for like 6 months.
You're going
inpatient.
inpatient.
I'm going inpatient. I'm gonna get a grippy sock vacation, bro. Don't even fucking. I ain't playing. Like, you know what I'm gonna do with that money? Seek help. Nah, but yeah, I understand the whole. God, it's just definitely a fucking a roller coaster. Making somebody fall in love with you or having somebody make you fall in love with them, and then like you dipping or them dipping. Because I have a problem with that too. Like I'm definitely, what do you call it? A people pleaser.
Yeah.
So like when I'm with somebody, like I'm a very sweet boyfriend. I'm a very sweet guy. Like I do everything for my person. Like, you know, treats, fucking, if I saw something that made me think of you, I'll buy it and give it to you, that type shit, whatever, etc.
And then you flip a switch.
And then like something flips.
Yes, that's me. Something flips and I'm like, damn, I cannot stand your ass. Leave me alone.
And you know what? There's different kind of like mental things that people say that like that correlates with.
Or you start to get the ick. That's me. I get something they'll do something. I'll be like, damn, have you been doing this the whole time?
Oh my God. We're just fucking realizing all this fucking.
No, my worst thing is like, so whenever I get out of a relationship, I like immediately hop into hooking up with somebody. Just because like I want that feeling of like feeling wanted. And then I like see this happen with my last hookup.
Bro, I'm labeling this episode. I got a fucking attacked. Niko got attacked.
I would start hooking up with this guy, and then like he started doing all the guy that I told you the nickname for started doing all the relationship stuff, and I was like, damn, do I kind of like this guy? Then I had to like keep being rude to him because I was like, I'm gonna get addicted to you, and then I'm gonna like be up your ass and obsessive, and I'm that's not what I'm going for this time.
Nah, I feel it.
Now we don't speak.
That's how it goes.
Because I ended it.
Oh, you know what? Moving away from therapy. Fuck this shit.
Oh yeah, we got so off topic. We talked about restaurants and
God, I'm about
Chili's.
to go fucking just jump off a build. No, I'm gonna. So I think the bottom line for this list is each individual person's perspective. Overall, I don't see an issue with most of these. Like we talked about your house, the fucking, you know, church, gym, that type shit, whatever. There's nothing wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with breakfast dates. If you go to like Denny's or if you go to IHOP or you go to a breakfast restaurant, I don't think that's a problem.
Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel is so underrated. I meant to say that earlier. Cracker Barrel's fucking underrated, and I'm sick of it.
I don't like their pancakes. That's the only.
Listen, I'm not a big breakfast person in general.
I fuck with their like lunch and dinner.
Yes.
Yeah.
But their biscuits though. I'm telling you, those biscuits. I'm a biscuit person. I'm a
cornbread all the way, bro. That's how I got my ass.
Cornbread, maybe me too, because bread,
carbs,
yes, pasta, bread,
Olive Garden.
I want it. Like I only want to go to Olive Garden right now because I got the all by you can eat pasta. Yeah. $13.99, pasta carb, bread carb.
I don't go to Olive Garden all that often because I used to work there, so that was my issue, huh?
Don't tell me anything.
I know everybody says that, and overall, it's not like awful.
Yeah.
There's just little things, but like every restaurant has those little things. So
so
overall, it's not really that bad. There's dates for. I think if somebody has an issue with all these fucking dates, then you're probably not with the right person. You hate men, or you're just
don't go on dates.
A gold digger type person, and you want them to take you to fucking Nobu or expensive ass restaurants, which you shouldn't fucking do. Whatever. And if you find that person to take you there, you do you, boo boo. I don't give a fuck. However, I want to bring up Cheesecake Factory because Hunter and I went to Cheesecake Factory on a date like a month ago, and Hunter and I talked about it right after, and we were expressing. Actually, I think it was the episode that released today, honestly, because of the way we filmed it. But anyway, so we talked about it, and we're like, "Yo, cheesecake is fire," and I don't know why people have like hate on like the menu's big. It's outrageous. Yes. It's absurd. But, like, I've never had a bad item there. I've never gotten, like, food poisoning. I've never not liked a meal. And then I've never not liked cheesecake. But I love fucking cheesecake.
So, The only reason why I would say no to going on a date to Cheesecake Factory is because I think their food is mid. I have never gotten anything there that I am like, oh my god, like I want to come back and eat here. And I've tried multiple different things. I've tried their pasta, tacos, their nachos. Their nachos are pretty good. Their appetizer nachos.
You ever been high there?
No.
You gotta go high.
Okay, well maybe that's my problem. I think I would like a lot of other food than if I was high all the time.
But also, I mean, I've been there not high, and I still like it.
But I like their cheesecake and their cake and all that. That's someone want to go there for dessert, I'll do that.
You go get dinner and then like, hey,
Dessert.
let's go get dessert at
Yeah.
Cheesecake.
But their food to me is just I think it's overpriced for one.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's not good. I went there for my 19th birthday and I got fettuccine alfredo. Nasty. I would have rather had Olive Garden.
I don't like fettuccine alfredo.
Oh, I do.
I think unless it has like chicken or like, you know, unless you do something to it. If it's just
chicken and their chicken tasted weird.
And
I'm already weird
if you fuck up chicken.
I'm already weird about grilled chicken from restaurants.
Yeah, I get that.
Like I'm so weird about it. Like
making sure it's like cooked and shit, or
that, and like if it looks a like certain way, I cannot eat it.
Okay,
if it looks like that frozen strips you pulled out of a bag at the grocery store, I can't.
That's fair. That's fair.
Like I need this shit to look like you took a chicken breast, you beat it, you seasoned it, and put it on the grill.
I want it so fresh that the chicken was still in the back.
Yeah,
alive.
I want to hear it barking.
Barking.
But I couldn't think of the word.
Clucking.
No.
Bakar.
Squawking. I want to hear
Squawking.
it squawking back there.
What noise does a chicken fucking make?
Bark, 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 bark.
Anyway, I still don't overall see a problem with most of the restaurants, and I mean fast food maybe.
There's one fast food restaurant that the guy took me to. You're done for. Long John Silver's. If a man ever takes me to Long John Silver's, I'm leaving after.
Just go to Red Lobster.
I love Red Lobster.
Just go to they have their endless shrimp right now, and I love.
What?
Yeah, I want to go. I want to go so bad, and they have like some new flavored shrimp. Yeah.
My favorite is their shrimp Alfredo.
Their shrimp, I fuck with their shrimp. We went one time. It was me, my homie, his stepdad, and his brother. And I think they were so pissed that we were there because we were there for a couple hours, and we got the endless shrimp. We were like, run it, and they were like, came back. They're like, do you want to check more shrimp, bitch?
Oh my gosh,
let's go.
That. And those cheddar biscuits.
Yeah,
biscuits.
Yeah, I fuck up the cheddar biscuits, but to be honest, no, I like them. To be honest, though, I can make it better. I can make it better.
Those cheddar biscuits.
Listen, let me start baking again.
I'm waiting for you to start baking.
I'm
waiting for these snacks because like I'm not a big sweet person, but like I love like baked bread and if it's homemade baked stuff.
Yep.
I'll eat it up because I used to make banana bread.
I can make banana bread. I made a good cinnamon apple bread. I even made my own streusel one time and did like streusel on top.
You made a basic vanilla cake and it was bussin'.
That was because Tori asked me for that. I was like, do you want me to do anything else with it? She goes, no,
that was
just
bussin'.
a vanilla cake with strawberries or whatever. And I was like, all right, whatever. And she sends me a fucking video of her eating that. Not even like cut the cake.
Oh no, we
she
didn't
fucking
cut it.
just had it on a plate and was just digging the fucking.
That's
I was
what
like,
we did. We kept it in our little cake holder and we were digging at it.
Hey.
I didn't even live there and I was showing up there for that cake.
If you can make a good vanilla cake, I think that's a good sign. So thank you. But yeah, no, that cheesecake shit was funny though. Did you see the video that started it all though? It was like a TikTok, I think, or whatever. And I don't know if it was real. I don't know if like they staged it, but it didn't seem like it. The dude gets out. First of all.
Oh, are you on the date thing?
Yeah.
And she's pissed that he took her to Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah, and she won't get out of the car?
Yeah, I know.
Bro,
yes.
First of all, this motherfucker got out of the car to open the door for you?
Yeah, and oh my gosh.
Bruh.
I hope it was staged because
my dick's already hard.
That girl threw a fit.
Yeah, nah, it was stupid. It was stupid as fuck. But I mean, it was just wild. There was talking about real quick. Yeah, that one. Yeah. No, so real quick before we get off the fine dining stuff. I heard this story. And it's so funny because the different opinions and perspectives of it, because I read the comments, are fucking hilarious. But I heard this story. This dude takes this girl out to a dinner, and I think it was Ruth's Chris. I think it was like one of those like fancy ass steakhouse. And he's like, I only had like $300, right? So they go. She starts ordering hella food. Like I'm talking, he said she was ordering the fucking steak, the lobster, the fucking like she was ordering everything off the fucking menu type shit. And he's like, what the fuck? And he goes like, who's gonna eat all this? She goes, oh, I'm taking some home for my roommate.
You're paying for it then.
Bruh, are you fucking kidding me? So he gets up and like and left. He said he got up to like go to the bathroom or whatever and just dipped. But I was like, the fucking audacity to be like, oh yeah, it's just this. I'm gonna take some home for my roommate, which she did not specify if the roommate was a dude or a chick. So then led some of the comments to be like, oh no, she got a man at home and she's just buying meals, which is fucking wild. But of course, there's girls in the comments going, well, why did you take her to Ruth's Chris when you only had $300? Listen,
Doesn't matter.
$300 is more than enough to go to Ruth's Chris, I think.
It is.
You and one other person, if you guys just get one simple meal, maybe 1, 2 cocktails, drinks, whatever, you'd be fine.
Yeah.
But nah, like he was saying she ordered like several, not just like one. She ordered like at least 2 or 3 more meals, was getting like lobster, fucking steak, fucking everything. Porterhouse, whatever, all the whole nine, loading the bitches up, all this shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, and just got up and left. I'm like, that's mad props, because I've heard stories of like, well, I just sat there and I paid. I'm like,
Never.
damn, bro, I wouldn't even fucking sit there and pay.
Chris is mid anyway.
Hell nah. I never been.
I've been one time.
Yeah.
Mid.
Yeah.
It's.
Did you go to the one here in like down in Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's literally basic food on fancy plating.
I've heard some of that. I don't know. I've heard some of that, and I've heard some of like it's really good, but the really good reviews were always out of the Beverly Hills one.
Really?
So I'm like, maybe it's just because I also believe that any food in LA is better. Like I truly believe that like Ohio is the place restaurant chains come to die. Yeah. Because like you can go to a restaurant chain in like Miami and it would be completely different than Ohio, or you could go to fucking Kentucky and it would probably be different than Ohio. Different. Like I think Ohio's just ass.
It is ass.
Like fuck Ohio, but that's besides the point.
Fuck my parents for ever having us here. Not
I know.
Moving.
Why the fuck did we move here?
Why is Ohio a state?
Fuck this shit.
My
real quick. So obviously this comes out I think next week, which will be like November or something. We are a few weeks after Halloween. First of all, did you have a good Halloween? Did you do anything fun? Did you?
I was on bed rest, so I didn't get to go out.
Was that the weekend? Oh
yes.
Shit! Damn.
And then trick or treating, I was Olaf.
I heard
for
about
my
that.
niece.
I heard about
and it
that.
was fucking freezing.
That's still cute though.
And I mean, I went trick or treating, but no, I did not. I had Halloween plans all weekend. I was supposed to be a sexy cop. Paid $50 for a costume. Didn't get to wear it.
Damn.
You know who did get to wear it? Tori.
That was your costume?
That was my costume.
Damn. She took your costume.
I gave her so many different options, and of course, she wanted the one that I just bought.
Damn. That's crazy. Oh, that's fucking funny. I saw those pictures all up on like her story and shit like that.
My costume.
That's fucking funny. You should just go out. I don't know. Like I don't even like care about like using Halloween as an excuse. Just wear a costume. Just go out, be a cop.
Just wear it around.
Just wear it around. I'll wear mine. It's a fucking banana costume. I'll just walk around.
I saw that on your Snapchat
story. But yeah, so we were a couple weeks out, but I had a scary story that we forgot to talk about. I'll start it off as it's the story of the disappearing condom. So,
is this just recently that happened?
No, this is a few years ago. This is a few years ago. Babe, this is a few years ago. For anybody listening now. This is before COVID, probably like 2019, I think. Me and this girl had been hooking up. No. This was the first time I hooked up with this girl. First time. So obviously, first time we don't really know each other that well. I'm wearing a condom, of course. Always wear a condom. I don't know, some of these dirty ass motherfuckers out there like, oh, I didn't bring a condom. Shut the fuck up, dude. Don't even say nothing. Don't even say. I know what you. I know you're gonna say something. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. If Tori was here, she would be looking at me too like that because she knows my shit too. But anyway, so I was wearing a condom and you know we're going at it whatever. About halfway through or so, I happened to like look. I think we were switching positions, or I happened to look down and I realized the condom's not even on me anymore. And so I looked down. I was like, "What the fuck?" And she's like, "What?" I was like, "The condom's gone." She's like, "What?" She starts freaking out. She's like, "What the fuck do you mean the condom's gone?" I was like, "It's not on my." I was like, she goes, "When did you take it off?" I was like, "I didn't take it off." I was like, "I swear to fucking God, I'm not one of those dudes. Like, I didn't take the fucking shit off." I was like, "I swear to fucking." So anyway, we fucking ripped the blankets off of my bed. We're sitting there fucking searching everything. Cannot fucking find it. After about 10 minutes or so of not finding it, I look at her and I go, "I think there's only one other place." And she goes, "No." I go,
Oh.
I was like, "Yeah." I was like, I don't want to, but I think I have to look inside you." And she's like, "This is so fucking embarrassing." Like, dude that I literally just met an hour ago.
Mm-hmm.
I go, "I'm so sorry." So she lays down. I put a pillow underneath her, and I get down on my stomach, and I'm fucking just
Digging.
start searching through. I fucking
Gynecologist.
spread her fucking lips, and I'm sitting there looking in. And I'm like, I can't find it. Like, I cannot fucking find it. And she goes like, "Go in deeper, like, you know, fucking like try to like scoop or some shit." So I'm basically fingering her. And I'm like, "I think I feel it, but I just can't like get it." And she goes, at this point in time, it's probably been like 10 more minutes. She's like, "You know what? Just stop. I think we're done for the night." I think we're done for the night. It is what you know, it just disappeared. I don't even know what her thought process was. Like, if she was gonna go home and find it herself, like, I'll fucking do it. Like, get a mirror. But so I think I don't remember if she left right away, but she like left within the hour. And we still talked for a little bit after that. About 2 days later, she texts me and she goes, "So guess what?" And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Well, I found the condom." I was like, "Great." It was obviously inside you. I was like, "How the fuck did you get it?" She goes, "Well, I started getting like stomach pain or whatever."
Yeah,
so
she probably was going septic.
yeah. She said I had to go to the ER and they fucking pulled it out of her. And I swear to God, I don't think I've ever been so apologetic, let alone just so fucking sorry. 'Cause like, I don't know. Like, obviously it's a freak fucking accident, but
It's
like,
not. No, it's not.
it's not?
No.
Does this shit happen often?
Oh yeah. Similar story, but I didn't go to the hospital. Back in 2020, my freshman year of college, I was hooking up with this guy named Jacob from high school, and I go to his dorm room, and we used one of my very few times I use a condom. And we're doing the deed, we're, you know, getting it on, and he finishes, you know, I'm at this point, I'm over it. He pulls out, I'm laying there, legs open, all I feel is, he goes, "Here's the condom." It fell off, and I just felt that thing literally grip out of my cooter and fling out. And I was like, how did that thing fall off? Like, I don't understand, and it's happened to my friends multiple times.
I don't know.
And it sometimes can happen if a girl is like gripping her cooter and it tightens up. And condoms are slippery, like they're made to be lubricant.
Yeah.
So it can just very easily like.
Well, I mean,
it's very common.
If that's one way you want to look at it, of your shit got some good grippage, then you've been doing Kegels. I don't know.
That's the way I like to look at it. It makes me feel better.
Tight as fuck. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
Well, if you got a loose cooter, that thing ain't falling out.
Yeah.
That thing just laying there.
Yeah. I don't know. I like, not in my case, because the condoms that I was using were shit condoms, because I went through a period of not using latex condoms. I used non-latex, because
you get a girl that was allergic to latex.
Yeah. And
actually?
No, for real.
Oh.
Like, I was with a girl, and I just had a shit ton left over, so I just used those. I was like, well, fuck it. But I didn't like them because and we talked about this before a couple episodes ago. Hunter and I talked about it. The condom selection is getting shitty as fuck. But the biggest thing with, I think, American condoms is sizing, and they don't really do like sizing that well. And so you get like, you only get like the regulars or the fucking like the fucking goddamn magnums. So you don't really get any like small, medium, large type shit. Well, this one especially was not that great because it basically would like almost cut the circulation off my dick. And I would rip through them like easily. And obviously, I'm sure it's because it's not latex or whatever, the material or whatever the fuck it was just easily ripped or whatever. But they were just not good condoms. So when and when she told me like she pulled it out, they were like, yeah, it was like fucking destroyed because it looked like it had been torn. And I'm like, well, that makes sense.
There's a website that will send you condoms for free.
I've heard about that website.
And the condoms are like that.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't really use condoms. But the few times I've used those, they're shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they're free. What do you expect?
Yeah.
But they're like extra small ones. They rip. They're like, I had a guy once put it on. I mean, his dick is like slurping in there because it's so tight.
I will say something about Magnum condoms is I think that they don't always like I don't think they only fit like big dicks because I've worn Magnum condoms and they fit fine, and I'm just like, no, do not. And the girl I was with, she was like, I was with a girl, and like to be honest, I don't always use them, but
Thank you.
I'm not gonna fucking like, and especially like if I'm comfortable or if I know the girl, like or like if we have that talk of like, hey, listen, I just recently got tested, you just recently got tested, like neither one of us are gonna have something or anything like that.
You're going in deep with it. I just do it and then hope for the best after and go get tested.
Oh God, I hope I don't burn tomorrow.
No, literally, my thing is after every new. I don't know why I don't use condoms. I think I'm just like, the thrill, STDs. Never had one.
It's that trauma again.
Yeah, it is that trauma. But then I always go get tested after a new body.
That's fair. I think as long as you're getting tested is the importance.
Yeah, I get tested regularly.
Yeah, exactly.
My doctor likes to call it I'm playing Russian roulette.
Hey, I mean,
because I don't use birth control and I don't use condoms.
Good God.
She literally calls it Russian roulette for me.
You should have been here for the episode when I was talking about the toxic things in a relationship that you low-key like. And I said when a girl isn't on birth control and she tells me to finish inside her. Because I know I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't, but fuck.
Yeah.
When a girl says that, like, inside, I'm just like.
You don't even think in that moment, like,
God damn,
this could lead to so many different possibilities.
Oh yeah, you get caught up and you say some shit. I'm a bit like I've admitted it. Like dirty talk when you're actually having sex is the dumbest stuff ever because you think about it and you're like, wait, what did I fucking say?
No, first off, I can only dirty talk with somebody if I'm comfortable with you.
Also true.
And when I like think back on it like the next morning or something, and I'll be like either at work or school or something, and I'll be like thinking of the night in my head, and then I think of like the dirty talk that was going on, I give myself the ick. I'm like, you said that.
Why the fuck would I?
No, literally. Or like I think of something he said or did, and I'm like, ew, that's so nasty. Like, who am I?
One of the first times that I ever got called daddy during sex, like up until that point, I was never a big advocate for it. I was like, I don't like it. I don't know why other people like it. And then I got called it, like, and it was like a really good like person or like session or whatever. And I was like, I was like, damn, I kind of understand. I kind of get it.
The first time somebody ever dirty talked to me, they called me a dirty slut. And I started laughing. And the thing was, it wasn't that I wasn't comfortable with them. It just like wasn't expected because they'd never done it before, and we'd been hooking up a while. And they did it, and they called me a dirty slut, and I started laughing. And they've never dirty talked to me again.
That's so fucking.
I felt really bad, but like I couldn't help
it. Yeah. there's few times where you probably shouldn't be laughing, and I think during sex, certain circumstances is one of them. Cause I think laughing during sex is fine if you're comfortable enough with that person, but when it's maybe trying out some dirty talk,
I know. I
like,
literally.
maybe I probably won't say that ever again.
No, he never did, and he refuses to.
I mean, I get it. I understand.
I feel bad for the man, but like you caught me off guard. You know.
I get it. I absolutely, yeah. You can't catch out someone off guard like that. I mean,
like you're using you're calling me a dirty slut. That's like top tier.
yeah.
You're over here using accelerated dirty talk. You need to start off basic.
You start off slow. You start like, you go, oh fuck.
Right. You need to start off slow with like.
Shit feels so good.
Right. Not you dirty slut.
Like, I don't know. I get it because I'm so uncomfortable with dirty talk too, because like some dirty talk, it just seems so like I could never in my fucking wildest dreams ever call somebody out of the bedroom a dirty slut.
No.
Like unless it's one of my unless it's one of my boys.
Yeah.
But that's different. But yeah. No, I can't. Like I couldn't, like, if I was dating somebody and I was like, hey, dirty slut, fucking make me a sandwich. I couldn't fucking do that. No.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Like,
but when I'm in the bedroom and I'm sitting there like, me and my girl are going at it or something, I'm just like, I still can't. I can't picture it. I can't bring myself around. Like I think the worst thing the worst thing I've ever said. No, I might have called someone a slut, but like, I didn't say good. Dirty. I said good. I said
good slut. Good girl.
Oh, I don't want to fucking say this. I think we were going at it. It might have been missionary. She might have been on top, but I was like, I said something along the lines of like, you're like a good little slut. And and this girl, she she I'm gonna fucking move on. I'm moving on. I feel like my
I already know if my friend Jenna watches this, she's gonna love this.
Yeah.
Oh, she's a big dirty talk advocate.
Is this your friend that you were talking about coming on with you?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
She's the one whose house I walked in, and all four of them three of them are sitting there about to watch the podcast.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah. No. We can bring her on and we'll do a specific dirty talk episode then.
Jenna, it's your time to shine.
Yeah. Give us your best lines. No, I don't know. Like I think I custom make it to the person I'm with too. I was with a girl who was like really big into like the whole like daddy thing.
I can't.
And so and she had a praise kink too. So I called her like a good girl type thing or whatever. And like that was a little bit more okay.
I feel like that's like very like mild.
Yeah. I'm never hitting anybody in the face or doing it like, saying anything like that. What was that look?
Because guys, I'm not even going to get into it.
You got hit in the face?
Yeah. Not like they're punching me.
No,
but
no, but
like there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of guys are scared to do it because I think like
goddamn right, I'm scared to do it.
They're going to be like, "Oh, I'm hurting you," or like, "But you're not sitting there." I had a guy once that we had, like, it was my ex-boyfriend, the one that was crazy. We had sex after an argument, and like he never would like slap me or anything in bed just because like he was scared he was going to hurt me. That time, this man winded up. He winded.
He went.
We're in missionary. He's on top, and all of a sudden he's just like hitting it. I see his hand, and boom! And I was like, "That was a good one." I said, "But don't ever do that shit again."
God damn.
I said, "You did that. That was anger. That was
that had some attitude in it."
Oh, that had some like, I've been wanting to hit you since our argument. God, this is my only way I can.
Damn. There was a video going around about a year, actually earlier this year, not even a year ago, but early this year, and there was a video going around of a girl. It was just the POV, so it was like you just saw the girl, and the dude fucking smacked her in the face, dead ass, and doesn't get phased. She just smiled at him, and I just went, fuck, if a girl did that, if a girl looked at me after, and not like I would even be in that position because I can't hit a girl in the face, but if I did that and she looked at me like that, smiled and gave me some eyes, game over. I'd probably, yeah. I'm like,
You're
all
making
right.
babies.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm finishing inside. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. All right, you good. Jesus Christ. Moving on. God.
Next section.
Oh. Any girl I'm talking to fucking just
I know any girl that watches this and they're gonna see this and they're like, "Whoa, Niko."
I know. I got exes who probably watch this and they're like, that motherfucker. I'm gonna get a text like, why are you gonna tell our stories like this?
No, literally.
I have waited. I don't think I've had anybody. I had one person, a girl that I had hooked up with, and she thought that a story was about her, and it wasn't even about her. So I was like, nah.
See, I don't care. I just name drop.
Yeah. Nah, I ain't name dropping any of them.
I will.
There's a few names. Anyway. Fucking. So going into from obviously sex, why not talk more about this? Another teacher has gotten caught inappropriately engaged. Huh? Yeah, we talked about this the other day a little bit when you guys came in. Inappropriately, it wasn't even physical because apparently, I read into the article, apparently nothing physical had happened, but she sent this kid pictures and shit on like Snapchat or whatever.
What district is this?
This is Missouri. Somewhere in
Okay.
Missouri, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. And the teacher was like 23, 24, and the kid was 16. Which, first things first, apparently in this state, I think it's Missouri, could have been somewhere else down south, but anyway, this apparently in this state, the age of consent is 17. I think that's the age of consent in most states, honestly.
16.
16?
It's 16 here.
At least here, yeah. But either way, that was her defense was, I thought he was 17. Not a good defense. Not a good defense. You Snapchatting your titties to a kid in your school, I don't think any age limit is not a good defense.
It doesn't matter if they're 18. It's the fact that they're a student.
A student and a teacher. And look, guys, everybody on here who's watched episodes, I've talked about this topic. We all know my opinion. I honestly, I'm all here for it. Because if I was 16, you bet your fucking ass that I'd be trying to get with any of those teachers. If any of my teachers were hot, they would have had to press charges on me.
Since I'm like actually in school right now studying to be a teacher, everyone keeps telling me because I'm going to be an English teacher, like, oh, like, you're going to be the young, hot teacher, like, all those boys are going to be after you, and I'm just like, I would never want to sleep with my student.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's absolutely a weird mind. It's a fucked up mindset.
To me, like, teachers who do that, I'm just like, you're weird. Like, why? You're 23, 24. You want to sleep with a 16. What is so special about a 16-year-old? I'm
definitely like I'm not disagreeing. I acknowledge that it is wrong in that sense because even when I was 22 or 23, at 28 years old, I have never looked at a fucking 16-year-old and gone,
been like, damn.
Damn, she could get it.
No,
and I'm not even one of those dudes that are like, man, if she was just a little bit older, because I think that's weird too. I think that's creepy as fuck. Like, don't get me wrong, I have seen girls and I'm like, oh, that's an attractive.
She's
16, fuck. Oh, I feel like a pervert now. Yeah. God damn it. That's my mindset.
That's the one who's normal.
Or like, I've seen girls that are like, well, this was a couple years ago actually, but I saw a girl who was like 16, 17 years old, and I happened to be friends with a buddy of mine who had a little brother, and he was 16 or 17. I was like, that would be a cute girl for him.
Yeah.
I was now thinking of a fucking old man, like, oh, my son would like her. But yeah, no, I've never been like looking at younger, and even when I was in high school, I never understood it of like girls who dated older dudes. I'm like, these dudes are fucking trash.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, if I was 16 years old and I met like someone who was 24 years old, you could fucking put money on it that I would try.
And like a lot of guys say like, oh, like I wouldn't tell, but then what the problem is, I mean, it's a problem overall.
You bragging.
Doing that. Yeah, you're bragging. And then somebody hears it.
Yep.
That shouldn't, or that is going to go to somebody.
Yep.
And they tell. Or like another student tries and gets with her and she doesn't want to. Yeah. He tells.
Yeah, of course. Or a
girl hears it. Oh. Because like, so going off of that, I went to Centerville and my freshman or 8th grade year, there was a girl.
Oh, you're talking about this story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was 18. Her parents knew of the relationship, approved of the relationship. The teacher was maybe 22, 23, still weird. He got arrested.
Oh, no, I think this is a different one.
But he
Was he married?
No, what teacher was married at Centerville?
There was a teacher. This might be too old for you, but it was around my senior year. It had come out that she was probably a senior when I was a freshman. So yeah, never mind. This is way.
Was she taught at Centerville?
No. It was a student, a female student, and a male teacher. And they had a relationship for like 6 years. She graduates, they continue the relationship, and then basically it comes out that he's not going to leave his wife for her. So she goes and tells him, like, you know, she like got him fired from Centerville.
What was the teacher's name?
I can't remember. I couldn't tell you. But I do remember. I remember the girl because I was like, oh fuck, like I used to know that. Like I knew of her because I would have went to Centerville. So, like, I knew, like, people, and we were all talking about it or whatever. We all heard about it.
What year did you graduate?
13.
So it would have been.
But, like, that girl had already been graduated for, like, at least, like, 3 or 4 years by the time 13 came around. And it was our senior year when it broke. And the only reason I knew about it was because there was Centerville, what do you call it, career tech kids that came over to Fairmont. And so they were talking to us about it. They're like, yeah, you know, blah, blah, this chick. And then I was talking to them. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, you know, I might have known him or some shit like that, whatever. We were talking. Anyway. But, yeah, so, you know, that was the only reason. It was because he wouldn't leave his wife.
Yeah, well, this teacher, they had been in a relationship. I think it started when she was 17. But the parents allowed it. Like, he would come over for family shit. Like, it was allowed.
Yo!
I forget how it even got out, but he ended up getting arrested. But then he didn't get any charges pressed on him because she was 18, and they couldn't prove that they were together when she was 17.
Any time before that, yeah.
And the parents didn't want to press charges. I mean, she was 18.
Yeah.
He just had to quit Centerville, and he lost his teaching license.
Yeah.
There was also another teacher at Centerville when I was in, sophomore year, who was and I think he was autistic, maybe. There was something wrong with the teacher. Maybe he had Tourette's. He had something. Super friendly guy.
Yeah.
Young. And he was bringing girls donuts from Bill's at like 3 o'clock in the morning. She had texted him and was like, hey, can you bring me my friend's Bill's? Like, we can't drive. Like, we really want donuts. And he did. And I don't think he did anything sexual with them because he never got arrested. But he had to quit. He didn't lose his teaching license, but he had to quit Centerville.
Oh, fuck.
There was something else he did too, but he never did anything like, yes, it's very inappropriate what he did, but he never like had sex with the girls. He never did anything inappropriate. Never sent them anything. And he wasn't like texting them. He gave them, I don't even know why he gave his students his number.
There's some teachers that do that.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of weird or whatever.
But yeah, he did lose his job.
Fuck.
He teaches somewhere else now.
That's kind of, I don't know. I mean, especially if there was like, well, I don't know. Like, if it's just Tourette's, then there's nothing like really like mentally wrong. But I think if he has like something like,
I think he had autism. I think.
I think if he had autism, then maybe he doesn't necessarily or wouldn't necessarily
understand
like,
the social cue of that.
Yeah.
I think he was autistic.
And so he kind of just like purely was just
he was being, and honestly his intentions behind it were genuine.
Yeah.
They were not inappropriate. He was not he was such a nice teacher.
Yeah, so that might have just been like low key like taking advantage of him.
And I think that's why nothing came out of it.
Right.
Like, nothing like, okay, we're not going to press charges.
Yeah.
And because
makes you feel bad for the dude.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh my gosh. I forget where he teaches now, but he was such a sweet guy.
Yeah.
But now he knows he can't give students his number.
No, I can't do that. Going back to the fucking the Missouri teacher though, the fucking headline was special ed teacher gets charged with like allegedly fucking sending pictures to a student, and like I said, guys, we all know my opinion on how it doesn't matter. Like if it's a male student, like I'd be like, fuck yeah, you know, he was probably trying to, you know, whatever, all this stuff. My first thought was, well, shit, I hope the kid wasn't fucking special needs. Cause then, yeah, I mean, you know, she's probably fucking taking advantage of him. Absolutely. I mean, like kid's fucking like, you know, mentally handicapped. Yeah, he probably doesn't know fucking right from wrong, or you know that the teacher, you know, shouldn't be touching his dick or something.
I feel like they would state that.
Yeah, I had to read that whole entire. I looked it up on Google. I read the whole entire article. Didn't state it. Did not specify. And I was like, damn, am I just fucked up that I want this specification? Like, okay, well, what is the kid? Is the kid like mentally, like, is he cool? Is he not?
Yeah.
Is he like he's fine? Nah, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, no, I think they would definitely specify something like that. Like,
yeah.
Especially a teacher sends handicapped student titty pictures.
It was fucking nuts. But yeah, so I guess she like sent this kid some pictures and some videos on Snapchat. And I don't know, like the kid must have saved him, because she then like told him, like, because once like the school board or whatever got wind of it, she was like, hey, delete all that shit. So he had to have saved it.
Yeah.
But I guess she had invited him over for the weekend, which also, she was married, which made no fucking sense. I don't get why these teachers who are married, guys, I understand, because guys are pigs. Guys, and I'm not saying girls can't be pigs, obviously, whatever. But like, guys are weak, in my opinion. 100%. We're all fucking weak. We are all very, like, for the most part, easily convinced to fuck. Yeah. So and like easily convinced to cheat, easily convinced to break down. So I totally understand. I don't condone it. I don't you know, whatever, but I understand where dudes might come from, going, "Oh, you know, she came on to me. I couldn't stop myself." You're weak. It's not an excuse, but I get it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not condoning. Like I said, I'm not condoning it. I understand where it's coming from. But for women, I think that it's easier for women to turn down men, in my opinion. Not physically. Like I'm not talking about like situations or anything like that.
Yeah,
like, you know, all that shit, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, if a dude came on to like a girl, she would probably have an easier time saying no than a dude saying no to a girl.
Yes, because men are easy.
In a general sense. There are good guys that don't cheat on their girlfriends, yada, 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 whatever. Fucking.
I've never not met a man who doesn't do some slime shit. All men go for temptation because men think with their pee-pees and not with their brains.
It's very true. But I'm there are girls that have never cheated, just as like I'm saying there are guys that have never cheated. It's a possibility. I'm just saying. But yeah, so I totally so it doesn't make sense when it's a married woman teacher, because I'm just like.
But I feel like that's what a lot of these women, when it comes out that women are sleeping with students, they're married.
Yeah, and you know, like when you talk or when you look into it, you're probably like, okay, well then she probably has like boredom, or like, you know, maybe he's not giving her enough attention or something like that, whatever, yada, yada, yada. And it's always unfortunate. For the husband, though, I was like, he's an attractive guy. I saw the picture of the husband. I was like, that's a good looking fella. I was like, all right, cool. I was like, you know, that's an attractive guy. I'm like, I don't see why she's stepping out to go fuck someone 7 years younger than her. I'm like, fucking, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, if it came out that she was like, you know, woman cheats on husband with another 24-year-old man, I'd be like, damn.
Shit happens.
That sucks. He was an attractive guy, but that sucks. Or like that cop. Remember that cop?
I literally was just thinking that female cop who was fucking the whole squad.
Well, and that husband defended her though. That was the dumbest part. That was the dumbest part.
He stood behind her.
I was like,
that's a real man right there. He don't cheat. If you're standing behind your wife who slept with the entire...
I don't know about real man, but...
Okay, loyal man who just came out with proof of your wife fucking every police officer on her squad team.
Get a fucking train ran on her ass.
Literally, and you're sitting there like, my wife wouldn't do this, yada, yada, yada. I love her. I'm sticking with her.
Well, I don't know if he was actually like denying it. I think he was just still standing. Was he?
At first, yeah.
Fuck. There was fucking video.
Because she was denying it.
Get the fuck. She didn't.
At
No,
the beginning,
okay.
she was denying it.
I think like in the very first, but then like eventually like she was like, yeah, I did or whatever, right?
Yeah, after the videos came out.
Yeah.
But at first, when like things were coming out, she was like, no, like I didn't do that.
Did you hear Pornhub or like some fucking porn site offered her like, you know, like I don't know, like 100, a portion of money, absurd amount of money to like make videos and shit or something?
I'm sure they fucking did.
They're fucking stupid. I don't know. I'm like, this is wild.
Well, there's the teacher that I was telling you about the other day who got caught sleeping with the 14-year-old. He was 14. I read more.
Jesus.
She only got a year.
A year?
A year in prison, and then she got 5 years probation. And then now she's registered as a tier 3 sex offender, which tier 3 is not. Wait, is that the worst? I forget how the tiers go.
We'd have to ask Brock Turner.
Oh my god. That was a good one.
He's in this area too.
Yeah, people saw him in Oregon a couple like years
I've heard
ago.
about that. I heard that he was like starting to go out to bars again and shit recently.
Who allowed that?
Yeah, there's people that like have harassed him at the bars, and then people that have told people around at the bar. And so like, you know, like, yo, watch your fucking drinks, or like watch the person drinking, that type shit. Him and his parents came into our restaurant one time like a couple years ago, and we were all trying to like refuse to serve him, and I think our GM, or I can't remember who it was that was there, but they were like, no, we have to serve him.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's such fucking bullshit, dude. But yeah, I mean,
what did he end up? Did he rape a girl?
So.
Or did he roofie her and try to rape her?
He didn't roofie her, at least from what the article that I read, or like the story that happened. Because what's crazy is this kid is from fucking Oakwood.
Yeah.
Oakwood. I lived here in Kettering. I moved back out to L.A. He was going to Stanford. So I was like, damn, this is fucking crazy. A dude literally from the same area that I lived in, that I'm back in California. He's going to school in California. But anyway, so basically it was a girl who had just drank too much. And I forget, like, I don't think they even go into detail of how it happens. But, like, basically he gets her outside in, like, an alleyway or whatever.
Okay, that's what I thought. It was outside.
It's outside. And I do believe there was no penetration. But that might have just been the story that was trying to get out there or whatever. I think, you know, like, who knows what really happened, or like you'd have to like ask her if she remembers anything, and I don't want to have her fucking try to relive that shit.
Right.
But basically, I think that it was just the process, and it was like he was getting there, and if the two dudes who stopped him didn't, he probably would have.
Okay.
Like officially raped her, but I think they only labeled it as like
attempted
dry humping or some shit like that. Whatever. But basically, yeah. So he does that. Those two dudes pull him off, beat the shit out of him, which props to those fucking guys.
Right.
And then he gets off with no fucking time.
Yeah, I remember everyone was pissed that he got off because his dad had so much money.
Yeah, I mean,
rich.
Well, the judge literally said, "Why should I ruin his life for a small mistake or a fucking moment, like whatever? Like, get the fuck out of here."
How much did you pay that judge?
Like, I want to find that out, because I mean, I think that was around the same time that not that judge, but like a lot of other old white judges got in trouble for, like, it was proven that they were getting paid off for a lot of cases.
That came out.
Like racial, sexual, like all these different kinds of cases. Like it just comes out, and I don't know. I don't know if that judge, but I do think that judge did retire shortly after.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just a bunch of bullshit. But yeah. So then he comes back to Ohio, trying to like he goes by his middle name now or something like that. I mean, he still like for the most part looks the same. But and he lives down the street from one of my friends, because I think they were talking about how he had to go to like door to door and fucking tell people or whatever.
Yeah, he has to. Oh my gosh, there's literally a thing called People versus Turner.
He was trying to appeal that. I think he was trying to get that overturned so that he wouldn't have to go door to door and tell people that he's a sex offender or something like that. But I mean, whatever. the dude's a piece of shit.
No, the judge was removed from office.
Oh yeah, see, so there you go. That's just fucking ridiculous. But oh Jesus.
But that's like makes me think of the teacher that only got a year for 14.
Yeah.
Not even age of consent.
No, like I say, I have a very strong opinion about like if it's like 16 and above. 16 and above, because I feel like at 16, if I was 14, yeah, I could probably like have not, I like, okay, maybe thought it's what I wanted, but it probably isn't, and it's not. My brain's not.
Yeah.
I mean, your brain's not developed at 16, but my fucking hormones were.
And like, the thing in the article about her was that the principal had came to her multiple times, like, hey, like some teachers have noticed like you're letting the boys eat lunch in your classroom. They're making inappropriate comments about you or to you, and you're not doing anything. This is not allowed. Like, they need to eat lunch in the cafeteria. She didn't listen. I mean, she was given 3 warnings.
Damn.
And then they were going to transfer her to the elementary school because she was a middle school teacher.
Yeah.
They were going to transfer her to the elementary school. Well, then it came out that one morning before, like, class, she and one of the boys had sex in her classroom. And she was, like, sitting on the boys' laps when they were sitting in her room eating lunch. Like, she was playing basketball with them in her room. Like, doing all these inappropriate things. She only got a year. He was 14.
Listen, I had a sub one time. I was, like, junior, senior year. And it was one of those times where, like, she's helping out with tests and stuff and, like, questions or whatever. She comes over, and she, like, leans down. And, like, her chest is right fucking here. And I was just sitting there the whole time, like...
Staring.
Like, do you understand the problem now, Niko?
Oh, yeah, I understand.
Yup. Yeah. Can you help me with number 7, too?
Can you actually have like, the whole paper?
I'm telling you. So, like, I mean, it's awful. Obviously, it's very... it's all awful. None of it is acceptable. Especially when it's a 14-year-old or, you know, younger. I'll still go to the mat for 16 and above, though. I'll still go to the mat. I'm still, like I said.
Just because I'm becoming a teacher, I just can't go by it.
I understand. I get it. I mean, and I sure hope that your mindset is that you're not gonna, or you won't ever sleep with any of the fucking students.
No,
like, I'm not saying, like, I'm not telling teachers to go fucking, I'm not telling you guys to go do it. But if you're 16 and you're watching,
I felt that
make a move, homie.
I can't even sleep with people that are younger than me.
Nah?
It makes me feel bad. Not even feel bad. It just makes me feel gross.
So you're 21. You can't hook up with someone that's 20, 19? That pause is deafening. Y'all hear that?
I don't want to get myself in trouble.
Look, I'm not talking shit because I have like raised my limit. Now being 28, I've raised my age higher and higher because I have now officially gotten to the age of like, if I hook up with somebody who's 19, that's literally the same age as my sister. Like my youngest sister. Well, no. My youngest sister's 20. Like I can't. Like 21, I can barely talk to somebody. I said something about going down to Miami because my sister goes to Miami.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, those girls are your sister's age. I was like, not the seniors. Be all right. No, I can't. Like, unless you're like a fucking, a graduate student. And you're like, maybe like, I don't know, what,
Those
20,
are like 22,
22 and 23.
23 and 24.
24. I could be 24. I think my limit now is, well, I mean, like, I can't go under 23, I think. It used to be like, if you can drink, we're cool. Like, it was like, when I was like 25, I could still talk to 21. That was fine. But like, the older I've gotten, then like, especially I think like a generational gap and shit, I talk to some young people, and Tori is definitely more noticeable because like Tori talks about some stuff, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about sometimes? And it's fun to always have her on here because she just says the most outlandish shit, and I don't get any of it.
Oh, I can't do younger, but I can do older. So, like, when I was 19, I was hooking up with a 25-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
But like I can't do younger. Younger just I have done younger and it makes me feel wrong.
Look.
I feel like I'm fucking a child.
That's fucking hilarious.
Like especially like the fact that I can get into a bar and you can't.
And see, that's I think
And
once
that's
you're
the
above
problem.
21, that's the like that was the perspective that I had. It was like if I can't take you to somewhere that is like, you know, a drinking area or whatever,
It's
then
not
it's
gonna
like nah. You know, Dave and Buster's, they cut you off at 9 if you're under 21.
Really?
Yeah. So like and I think other arcade type play like Round One or you know what's the one up north the fucking Scene 75.
Oh, okay.
I bet that place is the same or you know somewhere along the same lines because I think they have alcohol there too. But you know all the same if I can't be with you after hours.
Some restaurants at the bar you can't sit at
If-
the bar
yeah.
after 10 if you're not 21.
Exactly. So it's like if I can't do that with you, then nah, like this ain't gonna work out. But I'm not gonna say how old I was, but at a certain point in time when I was fairly young, I did hook up with somebody who was about 36.
Was she a mom?
No, she was a mom. She was.
See, that's dabs though.
Yeah.
'Cause like my life dream is to hook up with a dad.
Really?
Oh yeah, I have a shirt that says I heart hot dads.
I mean, I have a sweatshirt that says I heart hot moms.
Yes, like I just
I've expressed my love for hot moms.
Yes,
I've
just
expressed my love for your mom.
I just need to sleep with a DILF. I need a DILF, and I think my life will be complete.
You want to know something funny?
What?
I've hooked up with a gilf.
Ew, ew, ew.
To be fair, I was 25. She was 55, and she did her grandchild was only like 1.
Did she have saggy titties?
Nah, they were nice.
Was she saggy and wrinkly?
She really wasn't. Honestly, she looked more like 42. Like she was bad. And it was funny. It was she like used to be a stripper too. So like she like we went out and she brought me back to her place and she had a stripper pole and she was like showing me moves and shit. It was fucking hilarious. Cause like obviously, yeah. I mean, it's not like you know how she probably was when she was 20. You know, not everything's like you know up and like tight and stuff like that. Like, but I'm not talking like she's fucking sagging down to her fucking stomach or nothing. But yeah, so like, yeah, no. She was good though.
I don't think I could do gilf.
Nah. Listen, there's plenty of gilfs like celebrities too, like
George Clooney.
George Clooney. George Clooney could get it. Yeah.
Could get it.
Marissa Tomei.
I don't know who that is.
Did you ever watch the new Spider-Man? Like
The
with
one with
Tom Holland?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
You ever seen My Cousin Vinny?
No.
You ever see? Damn, this sucks. I've seen so many movies of hers and I can't even fucking think of them. I'll show you a picture of her.
Yeah.
She's like 60, and she could fucking get it. She literally doesn't look like she's aged in the past like 40 years.
Yeah, I just don't think I could do a gilf because like, what if I have to give you a Viagra?
Well, I mean, there's dudes in their 30s that need Viagra.
No, I don't know who that is.
No?
No.
I mean, regardless though, that's like what she looks like now. I mean, like she's literally. Oh my bad. I'm sorry. 58. I don't know why I thought she was 60. Well, I'm rounding
She's
up.
pushing it.
I'm rounding up. But either way, she could still get it. Betty White when she was still alive.
Bruh.
I knocked the dust off that pussy. She could have got it.
Betty White.
If I could tell people that I hooked up with a golden girl, my life would be set. I would have worn a shirt. I would have fucking put it in my fucking Instagram bio.
I think Betty's White's pussy would have been so old and dusty she wouldn't even feel it.
Bro, I would have gave her the time of her life. I want
to know when you're that age. Do you still get wet?
Well, technically what? Like menopause is like you
Yeah.
it's harder or
Mhm.
you know whatever, so I think maybe you have to take stuff.
God, what?
Lube, I don't know.
That's a horrible life I'm not ready to experience.
I mean, yeah, obviously like it's like
'Cause,
getting
like-
old for both. I mean, like You
My
gotta be
thing is-
70 years old, can't get your dick hard. Like, that
Right.
fucking
Me and my
sucks.
husband are still better be doing it at 70.
I couldn't imagine being old and still doing it. I can't.
You better get that hip together.
I can't even, honestly, like, I think, like, as long as I see my grandkids, I'll be good. So whatever age that happens, I mean, I know I got to get on it and start having kids and then them have kids. But either way, if I get to the age where I see my grandkids at least born, maybe even a few years after that, you could take me out. So if that's like 60, 65, 70, take me out. I ain't trying to be old. You see people at our restaurants all the time, and they're old as fuck, and you're like, can't walk, can't move, can't talk, that type shit. Like, nah. I have regulars, the wife, she has like Alzheimer's or something, like dementia or something. It's so fucking sad. Like every time she comes in, she just like deteriorates more and more. I'm like, bro, I can't be that person. If I get to like that kind of state, nah, take me out. Take me out back, shoot me. Now, if I'm like Betty White and I'm still fucking moving around, or if I'm like any of them other celebrities that are like 90, Dick Van Dyke, he an old ass motherfucker, and like he's still walking around, you know.
Yeah, that's gonna be me. I refuse to.
I don't
be
know.
this.
Like if it's me, cool. If it's not,
Y'all gonna see me
take
at
me out.
85 walking into First Watch my little Michael Kors bag, farmhouse,
Do it. I mean, do you?
all wrinkly and shit.
If you can do it, you can do it. That's you.
I am doing it.
If I can, I can. If not, I ain't got no qualms. I live my life. I'm 70 years
No.
old, and they tell me, Niko, you can't walk no more.
You better push me around in that
You
wheelchair.
better take me out. Nah.
You
I
see me
ain't-
rolling.
Nope.
Yup.
Nah.
Pack the minivan.
Nah. We better be in a day and age where we got science, where it's like, yeah, we just go ahead and put your brain in a new body.
That would be sick.
Put my brain in a robot body. Fuck yeah. Hey baby, I got this bionic dick for you now.
Not the
Let's go.
bionic.
Your hip replacement about to get to test. That new hip about to get to work on it. We about to break it in, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
It's the bionic.
Nah. Look, we could change it too. It's bionic. Look. You want it 6 inches or you want it 2 inches? Which one you want, baby?
Oh my god, they're gonna come up with some shit like that.
Oh my god, as long as I can still feel it. If I can still feel it and I can like replace my dick to like just make it like a mechanical, you know, add a vibrating function. Over. Girls are never faking orgasms.
Like grow a peen.
What?
Grow a peen.
Grow a peen?
Like like grow a dinosaur.
Oh,
Grow a peen.
oh my
No,
fucking
you know what
God,
I want to do
dude.
so bad?
What?
Create a willy. Will you take someone's dick and you put it in the mold?
Oh, I don't know if I told this story on here. I heard this story somewhere that this girl is like house sitting for her parents, and she's just like whatever, they're on vacation. She happens to be like, you know, she's staying at the house. So she happens to be like go through her mom's stuff and finds her dildo. So she's like, fuck it. She's like, I washed it, but she starts using it on her. And she says it was the fucking best like toy she's ever used. Absolutely magnificent. Hits the fucking right spots. Best orgasms of her fucking life ever with a toy. Whatever. She goes, I had to look at like the brand to see where I can fucking buy this. And it was a Create a Willy. It was her fucking dad's dick.
I would be sick.
Bro, I'm dead.
I would be
Kill
sick.
me. Kill me. It's over.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
done.
take
I'm
me
done.
out back.
I'm done. Never again. I'm never looking my parents in the eye.
No.
I literally used a mold
Of my
fucking
dad's-
of your dick.
No.
Nah, I can't do it.
Oh my gosh, I would never ever be able to stick anything in my vagina.
If I ever fuck a pocket pussy and it's like, yeah, this was like shaped after your mom's pussy, I'd be like,
I'd be sick. Yeah, literally vomiting.
oh god,
That is sick.
I could never.
First off, I would never find my mom's toy and use it. That's a little much.
I have found my parents' toys. I didn't fucking use any of it, obviously. No, I'm not fucking. But I have found their toys. So, oh god, I'm about to tell a story that I haven't told in like 15 years.
Oh God.
I was about 12, maybe 13 years old.
Not the 12.
And I had recently found my dad's porn stash. So I'm looking at Playboys. There's like, he has VHS tapes.
We back in the 90s.
We this fucking old. But I found his collection, and there was one tape that wasn't labeled. Yeah, you already know where I'm getting at. So I had already watched through most of the other tapes. This one was at the very bottom. I'd already this goes on for like a couple months. I'm not watching like 10 tapes in one day, but I get to the last tape at one point in time, and I put it in, and all it is like a close up of like two bodies. You can't really make out any like dick or like anything like that. Well, all of a sudden it like zooms up, and I see my mom's face.
I would cry.
Oh God, it was awful. I stopped. I screamed, like I cried. I couldn't look at my parents for like a week, 2 weeks. There was like a good month where I would like close my eyes and I would see the video play again. And listen, it was only like 2 seconds. It was really only like 2-3 seconds, but those 2-3 seconds were ingrained.
Traumatizing.
Were embedded in my fucking head.
Well,
I've never told them that story either. Which, I mean, like, how could you fucking tell your
Right.
parents?
Hey,
Like,
Mom,
hey, by the
Dad.
way, saw your sex tape.
found it. No, this is like not someone's sex tape, but when my sister gave birth to my niece, I wanted to be in the room, but she couldn't because it was during COVID. And like just because like I was with her through her whole pregnancy, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
So my mom and the baby daddy are in the room. She FaceTimes me. Okay, my sister's up on the bed, legs open, and my mom. I truly do not know what went through my mother's head. On FaceTime, my mom takes the camera and goes down to my sister's vagina. I start crying.
Oh my God.
Because it's like so beautiful, but so disgusting at the same time. Like I'm literally watching my niece being put on my sister's
Yeah.
vagina. My boyfriend at the time looks over and goes, "What is that?"
Holy shit.
I said, "That's Alyssa's vagina."
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Beautiful moment. Really glad I got to experience that. Because in the moment I wasn't thinking like, "Oh my God, I'm looking at my sister's vagina." I couldn't have sex for a month. Because all I could think about.
I agree.
All I could think about was her giving birth, and it
Yeah.
grossed me out so bad.
Oh my God. With that, we're about to run out of time. We're gonna go ahead and tie this up, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell us your fucking traumatizing stories and everything like that. Besides that, peace.